Hello there. Just as Parliament is prorogued, the Remainer MPs start to reveal their true colours. Blue with gold stars. Last night, MPs once again spurned the electorate by rejecting the chance of a general election by another hefty margin. They probably took the view that subjecting themselves to a self-inflicted punishment beating at the hands of voters wasn't good for political self-preservation. But their successes in the Commons and the Lords over the last week, albeit with a lot of rule-breaking and bending, has emboldened the Remainers to move more publicly towards Remain, as if there was any doubt in people's minds anyway. First we hear about the Lib Dem leader Joe Swinson, who The Guardian reports is on the verge of declaring the party for simply revoking the Article 50 letter and reversing Brexit without a referendum. The Guardian reports her as saying, "Whenever the election comes, our position is clear and unequivocal. A majority Liberal Democrat government would not renegotiate Brexit, we would cancel it by revoking Article 50 and remaining in the European Union." And according to The Independent, ex-Tory Remainer MP Oliver Letwin, who was unceremoniously dumped out of the party for voting against the government to allow the opposition to take control of the House, is now pushing for a second EU referendum. And talking to the BBC Radio 4 Today programme, Letwin also said, "I think there is now an increasing number of Conservatives and ex-Conservatives who would as well, so I think there is a majority there too." So Letwin wants a public vote. Just not a public vote in the form of a general election that was offered on a plate to them by the Prime Minister for the second time in a week last night though. Also consider that however long, confusing and convoluted the position of the Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn is, it does involve some sort of second EU referendum. Now we can all see that those Remainer MPs are running scared of a general election because the polls are telling them that a combination of Boris and Nigel Farage with the Brexit Party could well gain power, possibly with a big enough majority to see off the Remainers and deliver Brexit, even if Boris is forced to sign that Brexit extension letter. And they've proven their unwillingness to put their plans to the public until Brexit is at least delayed by voting against a general election twice. So I see the Remainer next moves going along the following sort of lines. First, they will want to force Boris Johnson to go back on a previous promise that he would not appoint an EU commissioner to join the new commission starting on the 1st of November with Ursula von der Leyen at its head. Not only would this ensure the legitimacy of any Brexit extension beyond the 31st of October, it would also ease the way for the inevitable next extension that will be requested until the end of 2020. And the reason for that extension will of course be to hold that second EU referendum. Now a second EU referendum will take time to get through Parliament and get organised. I suspect that is what this 3-month extension to the 31st of January 2020 is for. So given that maybe that is the plan and that a general election right now would throw a king-size spanner into the works, what do you think the chances are of MPs actually voting for one in the next few months? As I've pointed out before, those Remainer MPs have all the power they need right now to set up a referendum that allows EU nationals and those aged 16 and 17 to take part in it, or even completely reverse Brexit. All they need are favourable signals from the public in the next few months, as well as a good 12 months in which to ramp up Project Fear a few more notches. There are probably enough MPs in the House that would quite happily keep the Remain boat steady by voting for confidence in Boris to keep him in place and so avoid the risk of an election, voting down any attempt to hold a general election, voting for a new compliant speaker to replace Bercow, and then take control of the House business as and when they need to get the whole thing done. And if Boris resigns, They will then install a new pro-Remain caretaker PM to see the project through quickly without the need for an election. All the while, the quiet, silent majority are left out in the cold looking on in powerless anger. Think on that. The only problem the Remainers would really have is how to keep Jeremy Corbyn on a leash. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.